Augustin Hens. Today we going out here to the garden. I got a few peppers out here, and I probably got plenty, but I really don't want to see them go to waste. So I'm gonna go out here and pick these peppers off and then take them back, cut them up and freeze them. Sun is bright out here, beautiful day. Got some right here. My maters has about had it. You can see them. There it is. Can't find it. Let's see. Let me get my basket, and I'll start picking these off. Sweet bell peppers. Not gigantic like the first ones come on back in the spring, but mainly because I usually water them and fertilize them along with my tomatoes, and usually I'm done canning and everything by the second week of August, and I quit fertilizing them and watering them, taking real good care of them about that time of the year. And the tomatoes will still do good enough. We'll get enough to eat on till the frost is. I like on the red. That's okay. We'll take them. Gonna cook some of these for supper, along with some okra. And it is still a bunch of peppers on there. But they will, get you. they were produced all the way up until frost. They'll keep doing good all the way up till frost. Till frost kills them, they'll grow. I know in the spring they'll put on real good, and then when it gets real hot, they won't be doing nothing. Then when it starts cooling down in the fall, then they'll start blooming and producing more peppers. I got my basket almost full, so it'll be enough for supper. Gonna freeze a few, and when I get going out here in my garage kitchen, and chopped up, and I'm gonna freeze them. Kitchen weapon in hand, ready to cut up my peppers. Well, I like to do them. I like to go around like that. Then I can pull that out and get most all the seeds at the first lick. Just pounce it there a little and reach in there. And then a big pepper, I usually take these pieces off on big pepper up around that shoulder, like that. And get these cut up, then we will freeze them. Then I'll show you how I like to do them. I like cutting them up in pieces about like that. So when I stir fry them, or want to chop them up in finer pieces if I'm going to cook them in a soup. And I'll show you how to do that here directly. This will be the last peppers I freeze this year. I got a lot of them in the freezer. I don't think I really need these, but they was out there, so, and I didn't really want to see them go to waste, but there's still gonna be more peppers out there. Can't eat them all. Three bell pepper plants, and they produce plenty for me and my bride. That little black spot, always a little bitty black spot right there at the blossom end. Pretty red one right there. I like the red ones, they're pretty, but I think the green ones always have more flavor. Now I'm gonna chop some of these peppers up. I want them in smaller pieces for soup, and this is how I do it. I just load up some in my French fry cutter. And chop them up. It does a pretty good job just chopping them up. That way when I get ready to make soup or a gumbo or whatever I need peppers in, they're already chopped up. Here's what they look like. Gotta have your little ice cream bucket. These pretty small pieces. It's a chopper. It's a half inch for steak fries. I think what this size is made for. Also, this is how I chop my onions up. Also, when I freeze them. I freeze most of my onions because I don't have a good place to store them. I store some in the bottom of my refrigerator out here in the garage. And I usually have onions in there, still have them in there using fresh onions when the next ones come on in July. So if I need a fresh onion, I've got a lot of them in the freezer. All right, almost a half a gallon. Now I'm going to get these. I'm gonna get these in some vacuum seal bags. Well, I got them all vacuum sealed. I didn't video that. I didn't think y'all be interested in listening to that thing run. But here is what we got. Got 3 bags of chopped up ones. There's 2 cups in each bag. And I got 3 bags of the one's just sliced up, and there's 4 cups in each. It's time to start supper. So I'm here in my little kitchen, and first I gotta put my sweet potatoes in the oven. I got them sliced up. It's peeled and sliced, and that's the way we like them, me and my bride. I'm gonna coat them with a little bit of olive oil. Coat them on both sides. Get the oil off my hands. In my oven. Get it 350. The temperature, and it'll take anywhere from 35 to 45 minutes for them to cook. Now in this pot, I'm going to add my peppers that I froze today and picked, onions, okra, and tomatoes. I'll put a little bit of bacon grease in there, probably about 2 tablespoons. I'll let these cook until they take on a little color, kind of translucent color. And then I will add my peppers. Let them cook a little while, then I'll add my okra. This dish here, we usually cook this, and I'll brown some hamburger meat or I'll brown some sausage and then mix it in with it to make a one-pot meal. But today, I got some steaks over I wanted to eat today. Bit. Turn it up so I have a little bit more power. I get enough sizzle in my skillet. I got when they're cooking. I think that's good. I'm gonna add my peppers. Add just a little bit of garlic seasoning in there. salt. I like my Redmond salt. And then just a little bit of pepper. Get my lid and put on here so it'll hold just a little bit of heat in there, so they'll cook down a little bit faster. I got my steaks in the refrigerator and some Dale's marinating. Need to cook the peppers for 3 or 4 minutes, let them get cooked down a little bit. Then I add my okra. All right, I think it's about time to add my okra now. It's smelling good. Let this cook about 1 or 2 minutes, and then I'll put my tomatoes in. Then I'll just let it sit and simmer. I put whole tomatoes in there that I can, and I just stick a knife down in the jar, dice them up a little bit that way, and pour some of the juice off of them. I think all they need to do is sit right there and soak up a little bit of each other's goodness. There it is, if you can see. We'll let it sit there and simmer. Put a little bit of lard in there. Steaks love lard. Steak in there. A bit of pepper. A little bit of buttery steakhouse seasoning. together. Get that charred just a little bit on one side, then I want to turn it over on the other side and do the same. Just a little bit on that side. Flip it over. The pepper. Alright. Now, should be charred on this side a little bit brown. Just a little bit longer. See what my sweet potatoes are doing in there. Let's do it now. I'm going to turn that down on low. Just a little bit hotter than low. I've got to check my sweet potatoes. Getting there. I'm going to turn them over. About halfway through, I think. So I'm going to turn them over. Cook them a little on this other side. Yeah, that is hot. It is hot. Now everything just got to stay here and finish cooking. Well, I've got everything done. My steak is done. My sweet potatoes, my okra, peppers, and onions, and tomatoes is all done. And this is what's for supper. You can see. I thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you might have seen something you didn't know. And don't forget to hit the big thumbs up. I'm Jack, and I'll be back.